Hey, and welcome back to episode 23 of Pokemon Red. I hope you're doing well today. I just decided to go ahead and meet you back at the Tower instead of going all the way back on camera, just to save some time. So this is where everybody takes their Pokemon that have passed away. Came to pray for his Clefairy. I can't stop crying. I know what you mean. If your brick went down, I don't know what I would do. Did you come to pay respects? Bless you. My Growlithe, why did you die? Poke Tower was erected in the memory of Pokemon that had died. I am a channeler. There are spirits up to mischief. So I know a lot of people here, you see that guy over there? We're going to take on that guy in a second. But before we do that, I just want to say what I was going to say. I know that there are a lot of people who talk about, like, when they were a kid, like, the Poke Tower kind of traumatized them because it was like, you know, Pokemon could just get revived and stuff. Like, it never really did that to me as a kid. When I was, you know, young, I had a lot of pets that ended up passing away, and I ended up from a young age going to like a lot of funerals because a lot of family members passed away. So it was kind of one of those things that I was like familiar with the concept of death. And I know it's really uncomfortable for a lot of people, so I'm not going to dwell on it really for long. But to me, it just kind of made sense, and it never really like... It wasn't one of those things where it was like, oh no, like, I had this, like, realization that really caused me, like, a lot of strife or anything like that. Like, that never really happened to me. So, I just wanted to comment on that and, like, comment on, like, I know a lot of people have had, like I said, they had issues with it, and I'm trying to not sound unempathetic when I say it like that, but you know, I don't really know how to say it any other way. I know they had like some trauma with it, and I think that sucks. I'm sorry that happened to them, but it never really happened with me, so I can't quite relate to that in that way. But I'm gonna leave that there. Now we're gonna do this fight with Blue. Hey Red, what brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. I can at least make them faint. Let's go, pal. Wow. Always the sensitive, like, you know, compassionate person there, Blue. Pidgeotto. I have Bow Bow. Swift. Swift again. They must be pretty close at, like, their speed must be pretty close because one of us is not, you know, domineering the other, like, going first. Gonna throw out Growlithe. I'm gonna throw out Yabrick because still got Bubble Beam. Alright, took care of that Growlithe. What's next? Raticate? Oh no, this is when Raticate's not in the party, right. Go, Bow Bow. Bow Bow! Ember! Two times, not bad. I think it's got Squirtle and Gyarados, right? Or not Squirtle, but he might have Blastoids at this point. Or is it... Oh, Kadabra. So he doesn't have Gyarados yet. Actually, is Gyarados one of those ones that... Because I know one or two Pokemon on his team changes based on which one you chose at the beginning of the game. I don't know if Execute and the other one I meant to change out, but I think we should be fine. Execute, and yeah, we're kosher here. We're way over leveled for this fight, I think. Execute, and maybe throw Donk out there, and maybe Gyarados. Maybe those two swap out. I don't know. Karate chop. Yeah, we'll do another karate chop. I'm not too worried about this. I think we should be good. And I think after this fight, I'm gonna take and make a quick run to the Poke Center. And make a quick run to the Poke Center, and then come back. How's your Pokedex coming, pal? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the grown-up Marowak yet. Oh, is Marowak one of the ones that's interchangeable? I can't remember. I doubt there are any left. Well, I bets be going. I've got a lot of accomplishment and stuff. Smell you later. So the story plot at this point, I'll say it before I go to the Poke Center, is that Team Rocket ended up killing a Marowak, which was Cubone's mother, and there's a Cubone in the house where Mr. Pokemon or Mr. Fuji is usually at, and he's not there because Team Rocket have him held up at the top of the tower. So Marowak was like killed during their activities, and that's like why he said that he doubts that there are any left. But I'm gonna run to the Poke Center real quick, and I'll meet you right back. Okay, I'm back. That was just a short trip. Even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A slip scope might be able to unmask them. Yeah, so technically you're supposed to come here first, even though... And I'm not really following the strategy guide. I just know this game well enough to know. But like the strategy guide actually tells you to go do the coin counter first. So like it actually tells you to go over there first. And I just kind of skipped this for time's sake, you know. I might be overpowered now. That might just be an unfortunate side effect of that. But hey, it means we could probably get through this tower a little bit faster. You have Ghastly, and I think you can run into a Haunter. And super rare encounter, but you can also get a Cubone. I don't have any ambitions in catching any more Pokemon, like I said in previous ones, but like if I do, because it's an ultra rare, will you like knock it off? Like I don't think Donk is gonna be good, so I'm gonna throw out cash money. I don't even know if Donk can even like touch them because he's got like fighting moves. But I'm saved. The ghost can be identified with a slip scope. I did some shopping in between episodes. I bought some more revives, and I bought some more super potions. I'm gonna bring them up higher. Swap them out with a rare... No, I wanted to swap out with a rare candy, not try to use it. Swap it out with a rare candy because of I'm still at some point going to use my rare candies, but that's probably going to be, like I said, closer to the end of the game, just to get like a last couple of levels in there. But yeah, so like I was saying, all the trainers here are going to have like Ghastlies and Haunters. So like they have the ghosts Pokemon. Channeler wants to fight. Channeler sent out Ghastly. Bow Bow. Is it normal type moves, or let me actually try Swift. Let me actually try Swift and see if, okay, so normal moves don't. I don't know if fighting moves do, because Donk might be useless for most of this tower, which is okay. It's not a big deal. And this is when Bite, this is before Bite was dark type. It was just normal type. So there is no type advantage here with dark Pokemon. Let me throw a heal on him. So there's no advantage to trying to use Bite because it's just a normal move. So Lick does very little damage, but it has a decent chance of like causing paralysis. If Bow Bow goes to level 30, right now, I'll probably swap it. Well, not even. I don't know. I might just go ahead and swap them out with Cash Money, because like Cash Money will be eating really well in here, and that will help me get to level 32 a lot faster. I'm gonna go this way and fight this trainer. We're gonna run into the Ghost or just a Ghastly. So you can periodically run into the Ghost. You can't do... actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think I will run into the Ghost, because I have the Slip Scope. I think once you have the Slip Scope, the Ghost Pokemon won't fight you until the forced encounter at the top of the tower. So we will see the Ghost, but we won't see it like randomly throughout the you know, the tower, which, you know, is a little unfortunate, but you know, that's just how things are. All it is like you can't fight it, you can't catch it, but it does raise the question about something I touched upon earlier in one of the episodes about like the Ghastly and like, you know, Clefable looking like Gengar and like everything. Like, so you've got these three ghost Pokemon trying to lose. Would Poison Gas be worth getting rid of something for? I don't think so, because I'm not going to get rid of the ultra powerful Hypnosis Dream Eater ability. But like I was saying, it raises the question of like, so there's like ghost type Pokemon, and then there's like regular ghosts. And then like, I think in later games, like I was saying, like some of the ghost type Pokemon are like confirmed to be like people or something like that. So it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe they resolved that issue with that, but like it's kind of one of those things where it's like it just raises a lot of questions, and I think that's fun. Just in the sense of like, you know, there's a reason why people keep speculating about like Lavender Town and the Poke Tower and stuff like 20-something, 30-something years after the game's release, is because it's just like, it raises a lot of interesting questions and speculations, and it's just kind of, it's just a thing of fun, you know? It's just fun to like speculate about different things. The good thing about the Poke Tower here is that there is going to be a spot about partway through, which, you know, when you step into it, it's going to full heal everybody like it's a Poke Center, so I don't have to worry about running out once I get to that point. But I forgot to mention it. I guess you could probably already tell, like, these channelers are like possessed by the ghosts of the dead Pokemon. And that's kind of one of the reasons why we're battling, but at the same time, like, I think the game is like, the reason you fight all the trainers is because everybody is trying to get into the Poke League, and you have to, like, of course it doesn't count if you lose, but if you beat a trainer, it knocks them out, kind of deal, like knocks them out of the running. If I remember correctly, that's how it worked, but like they never really explain it in the game. If I remember correctly, it's one of those things that's like in the manual or something like that. I think I'm gonna throw a super potion on Bao Bao too. I might actually end up taking Gone Ape and Sizzler just out of the party, because like I know they're kind of backups, quotations, but like I haven't really been using them and they're starting to really fall behind. So I'd rather at this point in time just really focus on my 4 power players and focus on them until I can get the last 2 members, if you know what I mean. Because at this point, if they go down with as big of the gap that it is, like, it's not really going to benefit me to like throw them out there to continue the fight, other than maybe to sacrifice them to do a revive. And if they win the fight, they're going to get the experience that I'd rather my Pokemon have. So I may end up just taking them out of the party. So I might do that, like maybe once I'm done with this tower or something like that. Where is the ghost? There's a cute. Oh, I said I would try to catch it, so. Alright, Cash Money, let's headbutt it. See if it doesn't knock it out. Okay, that's good. I might try to put it to sleep after I do enough damage. Oh, that was close. Alright, so the conditions are good. So other than it just being like a rare Pokemon, it shouldn't have too much trouble catching it. Cool. New Pokedex entry, you know, entered new Pokedex data. So basically it's like it wears the skull of its, you know, deceased mother. No one's ever seen its face. Kind of deal. We're gonna call this one Bonehead. And of course, like, I'm gonna do it as like one word. And of course, you know, like, there's also a theory or a hypothesis about like Cubone being a Pokemon that, because it looks a lot like a baby Kangaskhan physically, and that the skull kind of looks like a Kangaskhan head. There's a lot of people who speculate that like Kangaskhan, let's do Bow Bow, that like Kangaskhan, if a Kangaskhan dies while its like baby is still young, it becomes a Cubone. And then it starts a new line that way, and it's like the Cubone Marowak line. It would be really cool as if they had like a third evolution to Marowak. You know, like a second evolution to Cubone, but a third form. Like, it'd be really cool if they added one. I don't know why, I just think it would be pretty cool. But maybe they could actually like play into that idea of like, you know, it looks a lot like a Kangaskhan. Who knows? But yeah, that was kind of the that's the scuttlebutt about like the design behind Cubone, is that maybe it's like maybe it's like if that were to happen. But there's a lot of like speculation about at this first game. I haven't talked about it, I don't think, but there's speculation that like the Butterfree is not really supposed to be the evolution of like Caterpie and Metapod, that it should be Venomoth because the designs look right and the aesthetics look right. And then like, whoa, that was interesting. I got right into a battle when I walked right in front of that lady. And then like they're saying that Butterfree should be the evolutionary form of Venonat because like the face of Venonat looks identical. Come, child, I have sealed this place within white magic. You can rest here. Purification zone. Red's Pokemon are fully healed. So like you can, if you go to about, I think you can get this like channeler to move forward and you can skip most of this floor. Maybe. But we'll see if she's like, there we go. Yeah, you can skip this floor if you do that. Give me your soul. I'll swallow your soul. Come get some. But, you know, as I was saying, so people think that like Butterfree was supposed to be the evolutionary form of Venonat, and that like Venonat was supposed to be, you know, the evolutionary form of Metapod, and somewhere down the line they changed it, or wires got crossed or something like that. I mean, if you look at the Pokemon, the design wise, they fit. You know what I mean? So if they did change it, I really have no idea why they did. You know what I mean? Other than it was like they wanted Metapod or maybe Venonat to be a higher Pokemon or a more useful Pokemon. And then it was like, well, we can't have it this early in the game. You know what I mean? I don't know. I seriously don't know what the reasoning may or may not have been. I think we have one more floor, then we fight the ghost, then we go to the next. What do you got to say for yourself? I regained my senses. I was seriously considering, until I looked at the move pool, I was seriously considering like going the route of like using a Gengar on my team, but I don't think I want to use Gengar because, like I said, the move pool's not very good. And you know, like I already have one Pokemon I'm gonna need to trade to evolve. Like I don't want, you know, another one. Don't you knock out my cash money. Cool. Just 2 more levels and I can let him evolve. And then he'll become even more tankier and do more damage. But as it is and as things are, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. I appreciate you watching the video. If you watched to this point, I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.